Hello everyone, welcome back to another Albion Online video, where once again, we are gonna break Albion's economy,
Oh shit. Here we go again.
and very possibly, my own in the process.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
So, on the last video, we crafted a bunch of Death Givers. However, although pretty much all of them sold, they are no longer viable as many of you decided, you know what,
Julian.
let's make this harder on indies. So you start mass crafting them, and as you can imagine, the price just went. Anyways, so this being said, we have to swap to another tree. And on today's video, we're crafting an item, or a class of items, that I was not expecting to craft and to be this profitable. And personally, and not even on my main account, I have never crafted these items, so this is pretty new to me. And these items are Hellspawn staffs, I think that's what they're called. They're from the Shapeshifter tree.
Where the heck are the lovebirds?
And the beauty of these staffs is you can make them very, very cheap if you just go through a process, which I don't think many of you guys know. So let's stop the yapping and go over really quick of what do we need to craft these items. So first of all, you are going to be needing the materials, which in this case are planks and leather, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, exactly. Planks and leather, so it's going to be 20 planks and 12 leathers. And finally, you are going to need the Hellfire Remnant, which is the artifact. And then you need a sub-artifact, which are, and if I'm not wrong, called Hemp Horns. Two of them in this case. Now, as we go to the market, we'll see that these imp horns are very expensive on tier 3, which are the ones we need. However, I have discovered a little secret that we can craft them for way cheaper than they are valued at. So, let's stop the yapping, go do some buying in this case, and let's see if we can make some profit. So, before anything, which I almost forgot, we already buy ordered some items, which are here. The other ones are pretty much leftovers, but which we are not going to take. But okay. So as you guys see, we paid around 12,500 per remnant. So we have a total of 20. And, you know, the ratio of remnant to orn is 2 for 1. So we're going to need 40 orns. So what is the beauty of these orns, you may wonder? Well, basically, if you search for imp horn tier 3, it goes for 8,000. However, if you search for the horn tier 7, it goes for 32,000. Basically, a thing you can do if they are very expensive, because they're very cheap right now, the tier 3s. Like yesterday they were at 20k, right? So what we can do is just buy all of this, but when they're at 30k, which is very expensive and totally not profitable for our situation here, what we can do, which is what are we gonna do, is we can buy higher tiers. For example, let's buy the tier 7. Let's buy tier 7, right? So we just bought a couple of T7s, and we can break them into tier 5s, which also break into tier 3. So it means that we are paying a little bit more, but they can be split in half and half. So we get from 1 tier 7, we get 2 tier 5s and 4 tier 3s. So if each tier 3 is 30k and the T7 is 32k, it means that each tier 3, if we break them, goes for 8,000 silver. So it's a very way cheaper option. Okay, so now that we have this, let's buy the materials we need to craft. In this case, we're gonna craft them 4.2. So we're gonna need, and we're gonna craft 20. So we're gonna need 400 planks. So we're gonna buy 400 planks, and we're gonna buy leather 240. We're gonna buy some salad, which one should be enough. And we are going to see if it's worth getting the Fletchers. which are the books or the journals. So it is really not worth it, as they're pretty much like the empty ones are more expensive than the full ones, so we're just not gonna craft them at all. So let's go craft some.
I don't think you have any idea how fast I really am. I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Okay, so we went to the furthest away shop, which is also, well, one of the cheapest. And I am a sucker who forgot the items tier 3.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
So I already know that the prowling staffs, which are the items tier 3 you have to craft to unlock it, are not that, like, they're expensive, but at the same time they're not that expensive. So like if you were to craft it, it would be more than this. So we're just gonna buy a couple and then study the rest. Okay, we are back. Hopefully this is enough. So we're just gonna study all this. It costed us around, I don't know, like 50, 60k to get these. So let's study them.
Deadly choice.
And now we're gonna use learning points to unlock it. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so and now that we have this, let's really quick eat our salad and craft our shapeshifters. Okay, actually our first masterpiece. Well, that's very good. That is actually really good. So now you guys see that the only thing we don't have right now in order to craft the item is, well, the rugged horn, right? So this is where it comes to play the thing I told you guys before, which is you can take the tier 7 and tier 5 and break them into smaller tiers. So let's go to the alchemist. Go to the second tab, alchemy ingredients, and then only show craftable. So we're gonna break the tier 7s, each one into 2. So we're gonna get 6 tier 5s, and now we're gonna break them all into tier 3s. And now that we did this, we can craft a couple more tier 2s. So since the profit here is very good, what we're actually gonna do is we're gonna mass craft these, and then we're gonna transport them to different cities, and we just fast TP and sell them there because the profit is super high and super profitable. So we are gonna actually go really ballsy here, and we're gonna just full mass craft these. So we're gonna go L spawn. We're gonna go L fire. I think that's what it's called. Remnants. Yep. And we are just gonna buy a ton, which we still make a lot of money from. By the way, we're gonna hopefully craft another 30. Should be a good value. Okay, so we got 25, so it means we are gonna be needing 50, which is 25 times 2 of these horns. So as you guys see, if we were to buy the horns now, we'd pay 20k, so it is not viable to buy the horns now. So what we can do is just do the same process again. So if we need 25, if we need 30, that means we are gonna be needing 8 horns, because 8 horns give 16 of tier 5, and those tier 5, 15 tier 5, 16 tier 5s gives 32. So we are gonna need 8. And I could just put like a normal human being, like tier 7, on the search instead of doing this, but that's fine. And since we're gonna craft 25, that means we need another 500 planks. So plank 4x2. So that's another 367. Oops, my bad. Anyways, let's go back to the alchemist and craft our little health spawns. Okay, so we have crafted our hellfires. Let's go back to the market and see how much money we made. Now that we know and we crafted all these items, let's go over the numbers really quick. So we paid a total of 950 silver per plank, and we had 20 planks on each health spawn, which means we paid a total of 19,000 silver. As for the leather, we needed 12 of them, and we paid a total of 1,450 silver. This means we paid a total of 17,400 silver. Now, if we add both of these numbers up, we get a total of 36,400 silver. Now, multiplied by the 85%, which is the standard return rate, we get a total of 30,940 silver. Now, this is the price of the materials. Now, as for the artifacts and the sub-artifact we're using, we paid way less than 25, but since the maximum we paid was 25,000, let's say 25,000 per Hellfire Remnant. And plus another, we paid roughly 8,000 per Horn, so that's another 16,000 for both. So this means that we have paid a total of 71,940 silver per hell spawn artifact staff, and we are gonna be selling them for roughly, let's see, we are gonna be selling them for roughly 160. In this case, we are paying 100. We're getting 165,000. So that means we are making per weapon 93,000 silver. Now we crafted a total of 25 plus 11 plus 7 plus 1 plus 1 9. So it's a total of 45 weapons at an average of 93,000. That means we have just made 4.2 million silver in profit with just crafting 4.2 weapons. So we basically just doubled our money super fast. Anyways, so what are we gonna do now is we are gonna put some for sale on each city. So we're gonna split them up because we want them to sell fast. So we're gonna put like 5 here, like 7 here, put this here, and we are actually gonna up this one as well. So we're gonna increase this to a tier 0.3 because it might sell faster. So we're gonna need 384, if I am not mistaken, relics. And we're just gonna buy like, okay, this should be more than enough. We're gonna really quick put the things in our bank because then we are just gonna teleport to other cities. And we just upgraded it. Good. Let's drop the relics. And really quick, go to... We can do Tedford first. Oh, some beaks from my previous video. So we're gonna list them. This is not gonna sell for 1.4. We're gonna put it for roughly 650,000. Should be enough. We're gonna put a couple more here. A couple more here. And a couple more here. And finally, we're just gonna teleport really quick to for Sterling and put the rest, and we call it a day. And yeah. Anyways, guys, that's it for me today. I hope you had a lovely time. I hope you have learned something. And as usual, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. If not, that's it for me today. If you want to join, feel free to join my Discord. Links in the bio. We have a premium giveaway every time active. So just click the link and join. And yeah, that's it for me. Thank you so much for joining. And as usual, Indies out.